Greetings nerdy list aficionados, we're here to talk even more about the MCU. Marvel burnout? What's that? Not on my Christian Minecraft server. Today, we're going to be looking at the world beyond Endgame, to what we want to see from the future of the MCU. We're going to look at things that are announced and just dreams of characters people want to see. I'm Sasha, and these are the top 10 MCU movies we want to see after Endgame. Number 10. Black Widow. People have been waiting for this since 2012. Some of them even before, but 2012 when the Avengers first came out, the world was left with the question, what happened in Budapest? Again, after Age of Ultron in 2015, where they wanted to know what exactly happened in the Red Room. Then again, in 2016, after Civil War, where people wanted to know, are we doing the Bucky and Nat arc? Is their love real? Can we wash Bruce and Natasha from our minds? Basically, it's been a long time coming. And finally, it's happening. We have a director, but no date at the time of this recording. And you know, anything can happen, it's early days. I trust nothing until it's actually playing in front of me. You'd be amazed how late some projects have been shelved. So it's probably happening, yay! Most believe it's going to be a prequel. What would you want to see out of a Black Widow movie? Number 9. Secret Invasion, which most people would assume would need to happen in Captain Marvel 2. People are not giving up on the Skrulls replacing key Earth figures in the hero storyline. They want it. In all fairness, it does have a lot of dramatic potential, but it would also depend on who is still around in the next phase. And 2019's Captain Marvel already introduced a more sympathetic look at the Skrulls. Number 8. Fantastic Four. Again, why oh why are the Fantastic Four so hard to adapt? A lot of people just snarkily reply, cause they're boring. And that is a lie. I have read every arc, and they are interesting. Council of Reeds, come on. However, they have not had good luck on the big screen. People mock the 2005 and 2007 films, but that's cause they didn't know the horror of true monotony that awaited them in 2015. Still, with Disney set to own Fox's assets by the end of March 2019, that means that the Fantastic Four are up for grabs. And maybe, just maybe, a Disneyfication of the team could finally successfully take them to the big screen. I would watch it. Number 7. Black Panther 2. We know that this one is coming, and what people are speculating on is just what is it going to look like. For this one, some are holding back until after Endgame to make sure T'Challa is back. Though there are some who would be happy if it was focused on the woman of Wakanda, and others are just stoked for a sequel in general. Wakanda forever. Number 6. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Time to get controversial. In 2018, a resurfacing of tweets made by James Gunn that Disney was already aware of led to a media firestorm of both support and revulsion that culminated in Gunn being removed from the project. He has since been hired to direct Suicide Squad 2, which will give a soft reboot to that franchise. Rumors are that Guardians 3 could still occur, but it is very much in limbo. The thing is, people love this team and their dynamics, and they want to see them back together. So it looks like Gunn's screenplay will stay, but it is still a game of musical directors, and it must be awkward for the staff now. There may be some who would boycott out of protest, but many would still go and see the Guardians. And as we were recording this, it turns out that James Gunn has been reinstated to direct Guardians 3, so maybe this number should go up a bit on the list. Maybe people are even more excited now. Number 5. Nova. You've been hearing about this one for a while too. For years, there have been questions about how exactly could Nova join the MCU. However, since Infinity War, the speculation has hit overdrive. James Gunn had said after Guardians that he didn't want to use Nova right now, which again set fans off. Some fans believe that Thanos has already set up an origin story for Nova, and that he is now primed to emerge. For most, it is now a question of when, and a question of could he carry his own movie, or would he need to be softly introduced, then carry a movie. Fans believe that the Nova gracing the big screen will be Richard Rider. Number 4. Ms. Marvel. There are those who are super keen to have Kamala Khan enter the MCU. Of many of the newly introduced characters, Ms. Marvel has fared better than most. She was inspired by Carol Danvers to take on her first moniker of Ms. Marvel. Some feel that post-Endgame and seeing what Carol can do would be the perfect time to bring another legacy hero to create a new roster of Avengers, while others feel that Monica Rambeau has been introduced to fill a similar space. Number 3. The New Avengers. Now, this is not necessarily specific to any given roster. Just as the 2012 Avengers altered its roster slightly, people are more invested in seeing a new team. The consensus very much is that the original MCU Avengers will find itself dismantled post-Endgame, so a new team will need to rise up to take its place. People are of course speculating as to who will be on it. New squad, new Avengers. The title is built in. Number 2. A-Force, or an all-female team. This idea has been floating around for a while, but But it has been said that a group of actors went directly to Kevin Feige to ask, and that he said it was a great idea. So that's not confirmation, but it is hope, a kernel, a smidge. People imagined this film would consist of Black Widow, Captain Marvel, Scarlet Witch, Gamora, and Maria Hill. We shall see what the future holds. Do you watch a Chick Squad film? Obviously with a better name than that. Number 1. Scarlet Witch. Okay, so Scarlet Witch in the MCU is very different from her comic counterpart, but she just has so much untapped potential. So many plots, and giant world-altering plots at that. There is more for the fans to see. And not just the No More Mutants or House of M stuff, but even a smaller, more quest-based film with Vision. It would be nice for some of the characters who are going to stick around to have their own time in the sun, to be fleshed out a bit more like some of the big heroes have been. But maybe that's what all the TV series will be for. What MCU film would you like to happen the most? Let me know down below. I'm Sasha, and thanks so much for watching Top 10 Nerd. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and go down there and check out even more nerdy lists, and we'll see you again soon. Bye bye.